Welcome to Redeeming Thunder. My name is Erica, and I'm here to give you a prophetic vision and dream, and also a Rema word. This Rema word is Arrak ka shamal, given on July 17, 2024. And we need to get ready for battle. The dream was about a battle, and the rest of the revelation, after asking Yahushua what it meant, because there was a little bit of some confusion in the end. He gave it to me while watching a video on my Facebook, while being on my page. If you want to follow that one, it's Redeeming Thunder Roar. I put different content on that one regarding very informational warnings, other prophetic words that match what Yahushua gave me, more insight on the Yahushua's name, the background, information on that, the food and water we drink, the supply in preparation for the famine. I put things such as of the world warnings. So has to do with, it's just completely separate and different than my YouTube video. Just has to do with secular music and hidden agendas. It's quite insightful, so if you want to watch that one or follow that one, you're more than happy to. So as for the dream, it all ties together. And he was stating, Yahushua was stating, Arrak Kashana, which means to set up for battle in a row, in this manner. Ka means in this manner. Shamal means go into the secret place and seek Yahuah for more insight on how to prepare for this. The angels are set and they are in position, and they are currently fighting, but there's going to be a more serious battle occurring that's going to be taking down the enemy for good. Okay, so I recall in the dream being in some kind of compound. It looked like a mall setting, so there was some elevators or escalators and a second floor, and it looked to be where we had our separate rooms, a group of people. We find ourselves in a large oval table sitting around, and the leader was in the front, and there were some people that I recognized, some people I didn't, and the leader, which I believe would have to be Yahushua, was asking each individual's their about their assignment, what they're working on. And although I have been working on a lot of assignments, in the dream I felt like I was working on nothing. And for a time being, I did take a break. And I was only working on prophetic word, not on the other projects. So I kind of felt like I didn't have much to say, but I was listening to other people and they had a lot going on, and it seemed like they were progressing. So when it got to be my turn, I had this image in my wardrobe. Like I was wanting to speak about asking him if this is the dress that I should wear for the special gala event that's coming up. And when I recall bringing up the wardrobe, I could see a lot of old clothes. Like I haven't really worn those clothes in a long time, but it seems like it was like really ancient, like 20 years old. And then I found the only dress I had that was a little bit more formal was this red dress, and it had some black, this type of style, off the shoulder type of style, a little bit off the shoulder, not extreme. And I said, would this dress be fine to wear to this event? And then when I said that, it came up on this transparent screen above, so everybody could see the dress. Like what I was thinking somehow became like this virtual view, and everybody could see what I was talking about. And then he's like, you're not going to be wearing that dress. Actually, you're going to be getting fitted. The seamstress is going to come to your room, and it's going to fit you in new clothes. Everything that you need to wear in every outfit, basically was meaning everything was going to be fitted to my size. And I'm just like, what? Because typically, you just go to a regular store, or you shop online and you just buy whatever you need, like socks, and pants, anything, dresses. You just grab a size large, you grab a size, whatever size you are, and then you just grab your shirt, that size, whatever size, extra large, medium, and then you just purchase it, right? But no, every single garment that I'm going to be wearing further on was going to be fitted to me, to my exact size. And I found that very much like almost felt like a promotion. I felt like that was like extra care and kindness, but like unnecessary, but like almost a luxurious treatment. And I was really honored to experience that. And then the meeting ended, and I happened to be walking in the hallways there, the big compound, and I was with somebody, a family member, who happened to make it there, one of the ancestors, and they were telling me how they wanted to leave the compound, that they wanted to go back to their old ways of life, or to their old life. I'm like, why would you want to do that? Oh, I just remember the beginning of the dream. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so before all of that being in the compound, I was walking in what looked like a tunnel, and it was dim lighting with cream-colored walls, and at the end of the tunnel was dark and black. And so I just didn't know where we were going, and I was walking with somebody else. It seemed to be maybe an angel, but it was dressed like a regular person. And I was like, I'm getting tired of walking in this tunnel. I don't want to do this. I don't even know where I'm going. I want my husband to come pick me up. So I called my husband. Can you pick me up from where we are? And he knew exactly where we are, and he came suddenly and instantly. Like instantly he was there. Like it's a tunnel, right? But it's like he went through the tunnel. Like it opened. And he came in a helicopter. And then we both got in. So then there was 3 of us in the helicopter, and we flew to the compound. And then at the oval table, when they were speaking to him, he was told that he was going to be given jets and in the helicopter. And he's all excited. He's like, wow, this is awesome. I'm going to be, flying these jets. And he said, I'm going to have to learn how to fly them, but I'm excited. I'm going to do it. And then we went into our room, and then he's like, I'm going to start a business, about flying people, giving them flying lessons or trips. And I'm like, and I was trying to tell him, like, sometimes when you're given jets and or helicopters. It's a symbolic of ministries and projects and assignments to complete. It has a lot to do with ministries, and the fact that it's a jet has to do with it's going to launch very quickly. And then he still wanted to fly it, though. He still was like, well, I'm still going to somehow figure a way where I'm going to fly, and they're going to fly. I'm going to give people trips. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. So that's when we went to the round. I went to go walk with someone in the hallway, and they were telling me that they want to go back. And I wasn't sure if the idea of having assignments, heavy assignments to complete was what was startling them, that person. But they waited all their life for a calling, for a ministry. And then when it's finally here, it seemed like they were backtracking. And it was more so that they felt bad. That, I mean, we're over here at the compound eating luxurious food and living a luxurious life. And they keep thinking about those family members that didn't make it in and are suffering a really harsh life. So they wanted to go back. And I'm like, well, if you go back, how are you going to help them? Because you're both going to be living in the life of misery and lack. And if you're over here, you would have some ability to sort of help them. And they had something to think about. So it does require work. You know, the abundant life does come with, it doesn't come free. It comes with tasks. It comes with huge assignments. It comes with sacrifice. You got to leave behind who are not supposed to tag along with you. You have to leave behind, not in a ruthless way where, haha, you know, you're all like feeling prideful. No, like some people did not do what they were supposed to do. They're still living in sin, in unrighteousness, and they didn't make it. So anyways, from there on, my husband and I, we went in the helicopter and we flew near a department store, and we parked quite a bit away from the entrance of the store. And when we got off, there was a zombie, and he sort of fell. He had a light blue shirt, and he sort of, I remember that, in regular pants, regular jeans or black pants, and he fell with all his gear. He was pulling out his gear, and he fell because a zombie kind of pushed him and then started biting his stomach. So he had a big gash on his stomach, and I was getting really worried. I was like, oh my goodness, what just happened here? Where did this zombie come from? And I wanted to help him, and he said, no, don't come help me. You know, he got the zombie off of him, and he got up, and suddenly he was wearing an army gear, like a tactical gear, with a helmet and with those certain goggle type, night vision goggles that he was wearing. He had his rifle and he had his boots on. The whole gear getup was on him, and I had the getup too. I had the entire tactical gear as well. Suddenly, and when we walked to the store, which ended up being Target, but it's more so, I think, the definition of target, stating the enemy thinks that we are the target, but this is what's going on. We are not the target. We are targeting the enemy, and the angels are targeting the enemy. Okay, so we're in the parking, the drive-up area before the red balls, okay, of Target, the store. And that's when we start, there's many other people there, and we start collecting some barricades to make a wall because we were trying to protect the department store compound. And there's people coming out of the store, and they're running off into the parking lot, and they're getting attacked. And there's not very many zombies at this point, but they are stumbling and running towards. So I am shooting them from a distance as they get close, while the other people are building up the wall. So I am walking back and forth, making sure there's no gaps inside through the row. I see one, and I shoot that kind of was trying to squeeze through, and I said, we gotta close up that gap right there. And so they were on it. A group of people were on it. I go into the department store, and it doesn't look like the store. It just looks like plain, simple room with windows in the back, and people were boarding them up, not allowing anything to enter through. And I go back out. Oh, what was funny is that when we got there to the where they were building the barricade, my husband calls out Diggle from Arrow, right? And he's like, this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to barricade here, barricade there. And it was just kind of funny. There was this character in that from that series. But anyway, so then after that, I came back out, and then I noticed that I couldn't hear anything. Like I just heard them all, like hammering away and talking and guiding and stuff like that, but suddenly I couldn't hear any of that chitter chatter or anything of that sort. And so I was getting concerned. And when I went in the building, I came back out, then I couldn't see. Everything looked cloudy. And I'm like, I didn't want to tell anybody because, I felt like sort of the leader there, and I didn't want them to think that I was, impaired somehow, because I didn't want to discourage them. Anyway, so I was like, what in the world is happening here? But even though I could just see shadows, it was like cloudy. I saw a darker cloud with some evil, bright light eyes. And then I got my rifle and I shot that. I think it was an AR or something, I'm not sure. Because this is the dream. It's not real life where I'm shooting, right? So, and so then after that, I heard someone say, nice shot. So I'm just like, wait a minute. I can't physically hear. I can't physically see. All I see is cloudy, grayish clouds, but I could still perceive. I'm still conscious, and I'm still fighting even though I can't. Okay, so I was like, what does this dream mean? What does this mean? And then, so the next day, I was scrolling, and then that's when I was telling you in the beginning that I was in, looking at my, just posting some videos that would pertain to the message. And I came across this one video with this mother and this little boy. The little boy was blind. The mother was in the kitchen washing dishes, and all her life she was, always running to his aid, helping him out of the seat. He's, everything he needs to go to, even in the house. She was always assisting him. At this point, he fell out of the chair, and he's like, Mama, help me. I need help, right? He's screaming, all hurt, all bent out of shape that he has fallen, and he doesn't know. He's like, I can't see. He's stressing out. Okay, the little boy's stressing out, and the mother is inclined to go help him, but for this one moment she doesn't, and she just watches her son, and her tears are in her eyes, and she's trying to hold in her cry, and she's watching him, And because she didn't rush to his aid, he stammered upwards and he started walking. And he started using his other senses. So he heard people outside. He heard a cricket, and he was even able to find it on the ground. And then he heard footsteps, and his mom was there. He's like, "Mama, are you there?" She's like, "Yes, it's me." And so then it's like dawned on me that Yahuah is lifting, because you know how the word says Arrak ka shamal. He's saying shamal is look up to the north, go into the secret place, because it is time to ascend into a deeper level of consciousness, into the subconscious, and grab more gifts that Yahuah has for his prophetic people, that he's going to give an intuitive supernatural gift, that you are going to know how to fight. And even though you couldn't see and you couldn't hear, and I kind of feel like it wasn't the enemy that did that, it was Yahuah doing that in the dream to show me that he is still by our side. He's still fighting, and he still has all the angels are ready to go, the troops are ready to go. He's still there. And if you stay quiet and you just wait for his guidance, and you ask for it, and you're confident, because the confidence didn't go away. You know, I could notice little other details, other clues that I could still perceive, and I could still fight. And I recalled the enemy fleeing. I could see some shadows, and they were running away when I had held my hand out. So just giving some encouragement, telling you that do not fear ascension. Actually embrace it, because that is the next step. And there is going to be a battle against your enemies, and it's going to be a takedown. Shalom.